Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I can hear you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, lovely boys and girls. We are back here in West End for the 5th annual Western Community Center Back to School Fair. My name is Archibald Christian, and my lovely co-host, known as the Mistress of Ceremonies, is the lovely Sophie B.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello. I'm not hearing anybody. Hello. Okay, that's better.
Now, we know it's hot.
Very.
And, I just had a little conversation with the big man upstairs. And I asked him if he could hold back. There's only one big man upstairs. Somebody back here said which one. The biggest man upstairs, the great man upstairs. And I asked him if he could please hold back a little bit on the heat, hold back a little bit on the showers, and allow us to have a lovely afternoon. And then Sophie B said to me, "You mean you were asking for a prayer?" Yeah, that's what it was. It was a prayer.
Yes. I think he's going to come true, as always.
I think so, too.
Yes.
But in any event, we are happy to see so many of you here again this afternoon. And without any further ado, we're going to call on Mr.
Junior BVI, Johanse Smith, to give us the national anthem. Mr. Smith?
God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen, God save our Queen. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save our Queen.
Thank you very much. Give it up for Johanse Smith. That's good talent in the BVI. Up next, we have Mr. Kenrico Whitley to do the territorial song. And for all of you who have one of these fans, it's at the back of the program, so you can follow either with your lips or in your heart.
Out of the heart of history's pain, our ancestors bled and died. But with strength and willpower we overcame to restore Virgin Island pride. To preserve our beauty we devised a plan to retain ownership of our precious land. Educating your people is the golden key to maintain the success of this territory. Oh, how radiant are your daughters, and how wealthy are your sons. Your beaches boast your beauty, and your success is second to none. Green and brilliant are your hillsides, they replenish our hope and pride. Oh, beautiful Virgin Islands, your qualities can never be denied. May God richly bless this territory. May we ask three things of thee. Courage for our great leaders, that they may rule our destiny. We ask for wisdom for our people, that we may live in harmony. And understanding for our children, that they may cherish this legacy. Oh, how radiant are your daughters, and how wealthy are your sons. Your beaches boast your beauty, and your success is second to none. Green and and brilliant are your hillsides. They replenish our hopes and pride. Oh, beautiful Virgin Islands, your qualities can never be denied. Oh, beautiful Virgin Islands, your qualities can never be denied.
Let's hear it for Kenrico. Thank you very much, my brother. Excellent singing there. And now together, again, on the back of your fans, we have the National Pledge, and we would like all of us to recite it together. Together, I pledge to my country, the territory of the Virgin Islands, to encourage national pride and dignity, render patriotic service, promote justice for all, be true to God, and remain dedicated to these Virgin Islands. Thank you very much. You've been so good. Now you can have a seat. Now, on behalf of President Charles Benjamin of the West End Community Center Committee, all of the countless volunteers that you see in the orange t-shirts, some are here, some are in the back, some are all over the place. On behalf of all of our sponsors, our supporters, and our friends, we are grateful that all of you took the time out this afternoon to come and experience another back-to-school fair here in West End. I want to acknowledge the presence of the leader of the opposition and the first district representative, the Honorable Andrew Foy, who will give remarks shortly. Sophie.
Yes, sir. At this time, we're going to have the invocation by Reverend E. Brian Seymour. Please welcome him, ladies and gentlemen.
Kindly bow your head in reverence to God. You don't have to close your eyes, just bow your heads. Let us pray. Most gracious God, our Heavenly Father, as we bow ourselves in your presence in this afternoon hour, we give you thanks and praise for this event, the 5th annual school event, sponsored by the West End Community Committee members and leaders and officers. We give you thanks for the sponsors and all of those who would participate here this afternoon, especially our motivational speaker, Keshia, who has traveled. We thank you for her safety and ask for a safe return. We also ask, O Lord, that you would bless all of the children who are here, that as they are to participate in this time and moment, that it would not be something that they would forget, but to carry with them as they go in their school year and to make them productive citizens. Bless them, their parents and guardians, the homes from which they have come, and give them joy and peace in their hearts as they continue to study to make themselves more better in their minds, in their lives, in their community. Give them joy and peace. Forgive us all of our sins and cleanse us all from unrighteousness. Restore unto us the joy of your salvation and uphold us with your free spirit. And as we continue to enjoy this event, O Lord, we ask that you would continue to bless us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Seymour. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a distinct honor and privilege for me to ask our president, someone who has held the mantle of this organization for, if my memory serves me right, over 20 years and counting. And he continues to offer his selfless support and dedication to this community by organizing yet another event sponsored by the West End Community Center Committee, of which I'm privileged and honored to be a member. I asked President Benjamin, who will come and give his remarks, to come forward, and I ask you to give him a resounding, loud applause. Our chairman, or President Charles Benjamin.
Madam Chair and Co-Chair, officials and guests, welcome. On behalf of the members of the West End Community Center Committee, I am delighted to welcome you all. The 2017 Back to School Fair is being staged under our accepted theme, Partners in Education. And so we are happy that you are here to participate and partner with us at this, our 5th annual Back to School Fair. We are indeed grateful that you have taken the time to be present with us, and we thank you for coming. The Western Community Center Committee has been committed for over 20 years now to actively promote service activities, provide support, and inspire you, the youth, through our annual Christmas party, and for the past 5 years, to meeting your educational needs. It is our goal to inspire and motivate you to be the best that you can be, to be positive, patient, and persistent in your efforts. If you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. But if you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. According to the 35th President of the United States of America, John F. Kennedy, and I quote, "Our progress as a nation can be no swifter than our progress in education. The human mind is our fundamental resource," end of quote. Further, I wish to state, according to Victor Hugo, and I quote, "He who opens a school door closes a prison," end of quote. And so, with the assistance of our sponsors, many of whom are here with us and this committee, we have and will continue to place education at the heart or core of this club's existence. We want all children, regardless of race, creed, or circumstance, whether at a public or private institution, to achieve your full potential. Our task, therefore, is to help to make this possible. The full development of every child is a goal I know we all share. Boys and girls, we recognize and guarantee that no matter what you choose or want to do with your lives, you'll need an education to do it. Education, therefore, is crucial to the overall development of an individual and the society at large. Today at the Benjamin Romney Recreational Park, you are encouraged to participate in today's activities. As you interact with friends, many of whom you may meet for the first time, we want you to have a safe and most enjoyable time. And so we ask that you pay attention and follow whatever instructions you are given. Parents, we ask that you assist us in ensuring that these your children follow whatever instructions are given, particularly when the supplies are being distributed. You, the children, will receive the necessary school supplies, including a sports pack, water bottle, composition books, geometry sets, jump drives, etc. You will also choose appropriate reading books from the table to help you to foster a love for reading. These books are available to you thanks to the kind generosity of the staff of Blue Ocean Enterprises. This year's Back to School, we have included in your bag a personal motivational note that can serve to motivate and keep you inspired for the 2017-18 school year. In addition to and prior to receiving supplies, our guest motivational speaker, Ms. Keshia Pulliam, American actress known for her roles on The Cosby Show and Tyler Perry's House of Pain, will engage and inspire you. Keshia is accompanied by her daughter, Ella Grace, her mom, Cheryl, and friend Tracy. Also returning for the third consecutive year is our honorary member, honorary members, Doc Shaw and his mom, Tammy Shaw. We're extremely happy to have all of you. As customary, food and drinks and other refreshments are provided. The usual face painting and the Photoshop would be available for your enjoyment. We will also be entertained by the BVI Elite Sky Dancers, the Nouveau Royal Dance Group, and the Shooting Stars, who not here yet, they may come later. You will also get the opportunity to engage in traditional games. An event of this magnitude would not be possible without the kind and generous contributions of numerous stakeholders. Last evening at another ceremony, we thanked our contributors and recognized them on your behalf. 2 persons were recognized for outstanding contributions over the years to activities put on by this committee. Those persons were Mr. James Stodman of James Stodman Construction and Mr. Robin Gall of Tropic Isle Development Limited. So, the members of the Western Community Center Committee, its sponsors, friends, parents, and guardians want to ensure that there is a bright future and better tomorrow for you, the children. You are the future. You are the ones to make a brighter day. We are doing our part in initiating this partnership. Our goal is being accomplished as we ensure that you are school ready come day one. We expect great things from you. So do your part, learn well, and make us all proud. It is true, we can make a better day. Thank you all very much. Enjoy the evening, the afternoon, and God bless. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Benjamin. Ladies and gentlemen, give him another round of applause.
Yeah, let's do better than that.
Yes.
Yes, thank you very much.
All right, at this time, we would like to call the first district representative, a gentleman that I highly respect, always supportive of me as a member of the first district. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Honorable Andrew Foy.
Good afternoon to everyone. I can't hear you. Good afternoon. God's blessings to everyone. First of all, I want to thank God for giving us the strength to be back here another year. So before we go on any further, let's give God a round of applause. That sounded like you were giving me applause or talking about God. Let's give God a round of applause. That sounds much better. This year, I want to welcome all those who have come visiting us this year. And one of our most favorite TV stars, all the young persons have been yelling out to me that they can't wait for today to come to sneak in and get to meet you. So we want to welcome you officially to the Virgin Islands. We know that you're going to do great things for us because you're going to be coming and coming and coming again. So we want to thank the whole cast that has come this year for coming out to the Back2School function. I won't take up much time because this is her time. But you know, every year I leave you with a little message. And I ask you out there, just raise your hand and say yes, yes, if this covers you. Have any one of you out there, whether parents or children, ever been sick? That sounds like a lot of you. Has any parent or children out there ever had to take liquid medication to get better? Beautiful. One of the things about liquid medication, when you take it up on the bottle, it always says, shake well before taking. That tells me that all the ingredients needed to get better is already in it. But it works better when it is shaken. I want to tell you parents this school year, no matter what financial challenges you face, no matter what challenges you face with your children, making sure that they behave themselves, no matter what challenges you face helping them with their schoolwork, and you in school, no matter what challenge you face when you go to school, remember, the shaking that you're taking is not to make you bitter, but is rather to make you better. So this school year, I want you to know, just like when you take liquid medication, it tastes bitter. But in order to get better, you have to take the bitter. So when your teachers are pushing you to get out of you what they know that you have in, it's not because they want you to be bitter to you, but it's because they want you to become better. So this school year, all the children say, I'm going to become the best me. This school year. That sounds weak. I'm going to become the best me this school year. And I want to encourage you that no matter what you face, don't allow it this school year to make you become bitter, but allow it to make you become better. Because once you fulfill your purpose, you might not have all the money. You might not have all the school books. But here you see the Western Community Center Committee, where the president, Mr. Benjamin, has been sent by God to fill in some gaps, what you couldn't fill in for yourself. So once you continue to fulfill God's purpose, all the paths that you need to make the whole, God will send to you once you don't get weary in well-doing. So let's give the Western Community Center a round of applause. And I want to thank you because this school year I leave with you that no matter what happens that makes you become bitter, take it and let it allow you to become better. Thank you.
Justin, 1, 2. Thank you very much, Honorable Foy. Now, I have a little housekeeping to do, and I'm going to need all of you to be a part of this housekeeping arrangement here. The Honorable Leader of the Opposition welcomed our guest speaker, and the 1st District Representative welcomed our very beautiful guest speaker to the territory of the Virgin Islands. But as Junior Minister of Tourism, on behalf of the government and the people of the Virgin Islands, I would like to welcome you and your family to Nature's Little Secrets. And we are hoping that between now and December, that you'll come back for your winter vacation from the United States. So I want all of you here to do what we do well in the BVI, that is to welcome Keshia and all our family members to the Virgin Islands. Thank you very much. Now we're going to have Brother Kenrico again bless us with another selection, and he's going to use my mic.
Oh yeah. One day, when the glory comes, it would be ours. It would be ours. One day, when the war is won, we would be sure. We would be sure. Oh, one day, when the war is won, it would be ours, it would be ours. One day, when the glory comes, we would be sure, we would be sure. 'Cause the battle isn't over, victory isn't won, and we'll fight on till the finish. Then when it's all done, we'll cry glory. Oh, glory, oh, glory. We'll cry glory, glory, oh, glory, yeah. And we'll rise up high like the day, and we'll rise up in spite of the ache. We'll rise up and we'll do it 1,000 times again. Hey, we will rise, we will rise, we will rise. Oh, rise up. High like the day, and we'll rise up. In spite of the ache, we'll rise up. And we'll do it 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up. High like the wave, and we'll rise up. In spite of the ache, we'll rise up. And we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you, for you. We'll rise up high like the wave, and we'll rise up in spite of the pain. We will rise 1,000 times again, 1,000 times again. Thank you.
All right, give it up one more time for Mr. Kenrico Whitley, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, a bigger round of applause. Yes. All right, at this time, we're going to keep things flowing, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to have the introduction of the guest speaker, and we're going to call the awesome Doc Shaw. Had the opportunity to meet him last year. Probably don't remember me, but that's okay. You do? Okay, that's good. Now I feel better. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Doc Shaw to the mic, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so happy to be back here with you all for the 3rd consecutive year on your 5th annual Back2School event. First of all, I want everyone just to give a round of applause to Nancy and Kurt and Charlie and Natalie and the whole West End Community Center committee just for making this event come to life once again. So please, let's just give them a big round of applause. I truly feel honored that they even consider me coming back for a 3rd year. And every time that Charlie gets in contact with either my mom or me and asks me how can we be a part of things, how can we help, if we can send any supplies, my first reaction is I jump up and get straight to it, because not only do they mean a lot to me, and not only does the West End Community Center mean a lot to me, but coming back and seeing you all's faces and seeing the progression that you all made from just each school year and each of these 3 years that I've been here, it truly brings joy to my life that I can understand that I can come out and somewhat make a difference to even just one child that listens to me. And one of the great things about what I do as an actor is that not only do I get to grow up watching these great and talented people just like you all, but I get the opportunity to work with them. So when I get to come out and spread a little bit of information or a little bit of knowledge that I've received, either I've researched it, I've learned it from someone else, or I've had the great opportunity to learn it from someone that I've worked with personally. And, you know, a bio really can't say enough about someone. You can read about someone online or on Wikipedia. Say, for instance, if you read about me on Wikipedia, it'll tell you that I went to college and I've joined a fraternity and I'm a rapper and a singer, and some of that's true and some of it's not. But when you're reading a bio, you can only get what you read. For me, I've gotten a great opportunity to not only get to know about these certain people that I read about, but to get to work with them. And one of the greatest people that I honestly can say I've got the chance to work with is Miss Keshia Pulliam. Honestly, growing up watching her, she's motivated me to be one of the best actors that I can be. She encourages me on a daily basis to not only just do better, but think better, live better, speak better. and treat my family better. I remember one of the first events that we all went out to as a cast for House of Pain. And this is after getting to work with her for a couple months, and we went to Essence Festival. And we all had a panel, and we were sitting down answering questions. And to see how phenomenal this woman was to just take over the crowd and take over the stage and really move people. And you can actually look into people's eyes and see that they cared about the things that she was saying. And it really moved me to know that someone that I grew up with has so much passion and so much care and so much drive and determination, not just for herself, but bettering other people. And it's just a small world that I was literally just on her podcast maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we talking about a whole bunch of things, talking about the past, talking about old episodes, and one of the main topics that we got stuck on was education. And her question to me was, how important do I feel as though college is? Of course I feel as though college and education is important, or else I wouldn't be here telling you all for the 3rd consecutive year to take education seriously. The conversation went to her telling me, even though that I didn't go to college, don't overlook it. Don't ever think that you can't stop and go back and grasp some more education, that you can't go back and grab some more knowledge and better yourself with learning from everyone. See, life has taken me on the class of life. I've gotten to meet great people and learn things from people firsthand. But she told me that no matter how much I learned from just meeting someone, it's nothing better than going to school and getting your education. And for someone who has been through as much as she's been through and has as much success as she has, for her to still value education that much shows how much she not only cared about me and my future, but how much she cares about every child's future, including you all. So without further ado, I do not want to take up any of y'all's time, because I'm just as excited to listen to her as you all are. So please give a standing ovation right now for Miss Keshia Pulliam.
I swear, Doc, I wish I could keep you in my pocket and have you introduce me any and everywhere I go. But hello, hello, hello. I know it's hot. I'm hot too. I swear, I know y'all saw that beautiful picture with my hair flowing. Yeah, not today. It's too hot out here. We had to pull it back with a little gel and lay it down. But I just want to say thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be here. Thank you, of course, Doc, for that amazing introduction. But more than anything, thank you so much for inviting me to be here and trusting me with this amazing honor to speak with you all today. But everything Doc said in terms of education is really, really true about me. I chose to go to an HBCU, which is a historically black college university. I'm a graduate of Spelman College. And one thing I know, the greatest thing about education is that it gives you options. It's not the end-all, be-all. You know, Doc, as he said, took the road of the school of life. And that's a very important road as well, because there is always, always something for you to learn. Not only from the children, for them to learn from the adults, but also understand from the adults. And I'm learning this now as a parent, that there's always something that my daughter teaches me. So the learning process never, ever ends. And it's really funny how this whole experience in this world has come full circle, with this being called the West End Community Center. There's a West End Community Center in Atlanta, Georgia also. And it's actually right down the street from Spelman College. And when I was at Spelman, I was a Bonner Scholar, which is a community service-based scholarship. And I did a lot of community service with the children at the West End Community Center. So I thought it was really interesting that across the world, there's another West End Community Center that I have the opportunity to come to speak with and to see the children there. Yesterday when I was doing an interview, one of the questions the interview person asked me, which I thought was interesting, and they said, what are some of the unique challenges, or what are the differences of the children in the Caribbean, of the children in Tortola? And what I said is this, is that children are all the same. It doesn't matter what part of the world you're from, what country you're from, what color you are. The things that we desire as people, to be loved, to be accepted, to be valued, the value of family, all of those things are consistent no matter where you are. And it's adults, actually, and it's society that takes that innocence from the child. Children don't see any difference. When they come, they don't see difference between color. They don't see difference between circumstance. That's something that is taught. So it's really important to continue to foster that innocence, that love, and to recognize, you know, our job as the old people, because I'm officially an old person now. I never thought I'd get to that day, but I'm officially an old person. But our job is to foster, to protect, to support, and helping our children be exactly who they are destined to be. One thing I know is that we all have a purpose, and when you follow your passion, the money will come. How many of you guys are on social media? How many of you have? What is it here? Somebody tell me. Is it Instagram? Is it Snapchat? Snapchat? All of the above? People don't do Twitter that much anymore, right? So a Snapchat and Instagram? Huh? Except for Donald Trump. I'm not claiming him. I'm just letting y'all know that right now. But that's a whole nother story for another day. But when we're on these social media, we're on Instagram, we're on Snapchat, you know, you see these snapshots of people's lives. How many people follow people and they want to see because they're on, you know, doing these amazing things with these cars and this jewelry and this money and these clothes? How many people, that's what they look at Snapchat and Instagram to see? Oh, you know y'all sitting there too cool for school, so that's not what you look on Instagram and Snapchat to see? No, I'm asking you. Okay, come here. Come here. Yeah, sure. When you look on Snapchat and Instagram, what do you look on it to see? So what happened?
I downloaded the app, but I didn't really sign up for it.
Oh, you didn't sign up for it. So are you on social media at all? The Facebook is the people. You on Facebook? So what is it that you like to do with this social media? What is the one thing that you see a lot of when you look on social media?
A lot of people doing things, posting it all over social media for us to see, and most of them just make videos out of them and all that.
Exactly. So you see snapshots of people's life. You can sit down. I'm not going to put you on the spot anymore. He's like, Lord, what did I sign up for? But you see snapshots of people's lives, and especially children are really impressionable, and adults as well, where they see these snapshots, which is not the total experience. And we've created this society where people want, like, everything instant, because you see these people that have on these little outfits with these bodies and this. FYI, most of that's fake. Most of them have used some sort of app to make themselves skinnier or all types of stuff. So I just want you to know that it's about valuing the real things in life. And part of that is the education process and realizing that it is a process and that there is no such thing as instant gratification, instant fame. You know, so many people look at what I do and they just see the shiny parts. They don't see the hard work. They don't see all the years that went into it. So what I say is continue doing what you do. We all have a purpose. My purpose, honestly, I love being an actor, but it's one of the many things that I do, and it's not the totality of who I am. I take every experience to learn, to enjoy, and I'm just excited to be here with you all today. And I don't want to continue to talk because I have a nonprofit too. It's the Camp Kizzy Foundation, and I work with kids. And I know that look that they get in their eyes when they're like, okay, I'm no longer listening to anything you have to say. But what I can say is this. This too is an opportunity to learn, to ask questions, to grow. So I'm here and I'm open. Does anyone have questions? We can kind of end this with any questions or comments. Just raise your hand. Does anyone have a question? It could be a parent. It doesn't have to be a kid. Anybody? Yes. Did I play Candy in Medea Goes to Jail? Yes, I did. I have been in this business literally since I was 9 months old. And that's why so many people are like, well, why did you go to college? You already had a career. I've literally been working since I was 9 months old, but what I can say is it never, ever occurred to me not to go to school. We're about to rain. Anyone else have questions? I mean, actually, I'm welcoming this rain because my feet are about on fire right now. But does anyone else have any questions? Yes? Any questions? Going once, going twice? Yes. I can't hear you. What about Medea Goes to Jail? You have to speak up. You got to claim your space and use. Do you want to play games with your sister? Hey, I feel you. I'm going to wrap this up. Any more questions? Yes. I'm sorry. We have one here and one here. The question was, have I ever been approached by any racist remarks? I don't live in a bubble. This is real life. And unfortunately, there are people out there who are very closed-minded. So yes, absolutely. Not, in everyday life. I know it was a story I told recently on my podcast. And my podcast you all can download here too. It's on like iTunes, or you can go to play.it. I'd gotten in an accident. It wasn't my fault. I was rear-ended. It was we were on the highway. And I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and we were in kind of North Georgia, north of the city. And we were pulled over waiting for the police to come. And a car came by on the other side and said, "It's the white man's world, nigger." And the crazy thing was, I looked around like, who is he talking to? And then I was like, oh, I am the only black person over here. I think he's talking to me. And it was a reminder that there are still people in this world. And, you can kind of see with everything going on in Charlottesville and in our country, it exists. However, people are not going to like you for a variety of reasons. It could be because you're black, because you're short, because you're tall, it could be because of anything. So that's not something that I allow to deter me from anything that I desire to do. That's their stuff. That has nothing to do with me. Yes. How did I become famous? Well, at 9 months old, I'm originally from New Jersey in the U.S. And someone's from New Jersey? What? Oh, nice. Who knew? So when I was a baby, I was just really, really friendly. Go to anyone, really smiley. It's funny, a lot like my daughter is. And so as a hobby, my mom would take me over to auditions in the city and to New York. And literally, I booked my first job. When you're an actor, you have to go on auditions. Basically, they're like interviews. So they'll put out a call for what it is they're looking for. We're looking for little kids between the age of 1 year and 9 months old. And to do this. It was a print ad in this instance for Johnson's & Johnson's baby products. And my mom took me, I booked the job, and then I continued to go on auditions and continued to book jobs, from Del Monte Corn to The Cosby Show to The Last Dragon, which is a movie, to Sesame Street. So that's how I got started. And then right before my 5th birthday is when I started The Cosby Show. And I worked on that for 8 years. Then after The Cosby Show, I took a break and went to college, went to high school, finished middle school, high school, and then to college. And I didn't start back acting again until after college. And that's when I did Beauty Shop, Medea Goes to Jail, The House of Pain, and a lot of other projects that I've worked on. Anyone else? Yes. The question was, what advice do I give for anyone here who is interested in becoming an actor? I would give the same advice, whether it's an actor or in any form of entertainment. Go to school, because so many people think the entertainment business and they hear the entertainment part but not the business part. So that's why school is important, because in entertainment, you're constantly dealing with contracts. You're dealing with agreements. You're dealing with so many different things. You're dealing with getting your checks and percentages to attorneys, and percentages to managers, and you have to be competent in those areas. So definitely continue school, but in addition to that, make sure that you have every opportunity to hone your craft. One thing I say, there's no such thing as a small part, only a small actor. So many people, they see just the pinnacle and are like, oh, they got there overnight. But no, people who've been in the business, they've been working at it for a really, really long time, and they've taken a variety of jobs in order to get to that one. So wherever you are, always do your best, whether it's community theater, whether it's in the backyard of the family play, because you never know who is going to see you, what relationships you're going to build, and who's going to give you the next job. One thing for me, I look at how you treat the person who can do absolutely nothing for you. How do you show up when you think no one is looking? Because that's the true measure to who you are as a person. Because what I know also is the toes you step on your way up are connected to the behind you have to kiss on your way down. So you just need to understand that this is a business, but it's also life. And I believe in treating all people the same and showing up in the same loving, caring, and just living my life with integrity is really, really important, because you never know what relationships and how that's going to come full circle. Anyone else? Yes. Who is my role model? You know, one of my biggest role models is my mom. You know, a lot of times people think you're going to pick like these gargantuan, but my family is the absolute most important thing to me in the world. My parents, my brothers, my daughter, my nieces, my nephew, because they're priceless. You so often in this society, people put so many value on material things, but you can't take that stuff with you. And not only can you not take it with you, one thing you'll learn, like as in life and in business, you're up in terms of money, you're down in terms of money. Money comes and goes. But your family and those people, those are the ones who love and support you no matter what. And that's really what wealth is. That's really what value is. Like, yeah, I like nice things and, you know, what have you, but I also know that they are short-lived, but the relationships that you build are forever. Anyone else? Going once? Going twice? Well, I just want to say thank you. I have had such an amazing time here on the island, and everyone has been so warm, so welcoming, just so amazing. And you guys have an amazing school year. Are you guys ready to get some school supplies? Are you ready? That did not sound very excited to me. Are you guys ready for your school supplies? Is there food? Have y'all eaten already? Are y'all ready to eat? Okay, see, why y'all ready for chicken before books? But it's okay. It's okay. Thank you again. And we're about to get to all of it, the chicken, the fun, and the books. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Keshia. Let's hear it one more time. One big round of applause for Keshia.
You know, Honorable, I learned so much from Keshia growing up, just watching the Cosby Show, you know, because I was basically the youngest at the time in my household. So I related to her a lot because she was the youngest out of the Huxtable kids. And, you know, we were about the same age. So I learned a lot while watching the Cosby Show, growing up as a young lady, how to act as a young lady. And she had Claire Huxtable as a mother. And Claire never used to play. So once Claire says, I watched an episode actually here some days ago when you wanted to wear this particular dress to a party. And she said, no, put it back in the box because it was too cold. And you were like, no, I'm wearing this dress. And you tricked your dad, Mr. Cosby, of course, into letting you wear the dress, but then your mom came, Claire came and was like, you need to take it off. So I learned a lot watching you, honestly, and it was really, really good.
So I see that's why you treat your kids the way you treat them, because you got your
Yes.
lessons from this beautiful lady.
Yes, Keshia, Miss Rudy Huxtable, and Claire Huxtable, Dr. Huxtable, definitely.
Well, it looks as if you learned well.
Yes, I did.
We tip our hats off to you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I know that you are very excited about what's coming up next. Before we move right into the the meat of the matter, I just want to acknowledge my colleague, the Minister of Education and Culture, the Honorable Myron V. Walwyn. Thank you, sir, for gracing us with your presence, and I know that these are your people down here. Thank you very much. Let's hear it for Honorable Walwyn. Thank you very much. All right, we have 2 more items left on the program. Sophie, you can take us through them.
All right, at this time, we're going to have a presentation. So we're going to call the members of the West End Community Center Committee to make their way for this presentation.
Good afternoon, everyone. The task is mine to make this presentation on behalf of the West End Community Center Committee to our lovely guest speaker today, Keshia. Keshia. Yes. Yes, Brenda. Keshia, on behalf of the committee, we present you with this lovely gift. Thank you. BVI Love is inside. And we thank you so much for accepting to come and speak to our young people today. I know they were listening. I can see many of them paying attention, and I know something will resonate with them as they go through their school year. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And Keshia, your mom is here. Yes. Ella is here. I hope there's something inside here for Ella. But if not now, I'm sure she'll use it later. This is for your mom from us as well. Thank you.
I just wanted to say thank you on behalf. My mom is back with my little one. It's a little warm out here for her today, but we both really, really enjoyed ourselves. So thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Tracy. Up, Tracy. Yeah, you're special. Once you come to our show, you're special. Tracy, we present you with this lovely gift on behalf of the committee, and we thank you for accompanying Keshia, and I know you enjoy yourself. Thank you. Honorary member, Dr. Virgin Islander, I was corrected. Oh yeah, I didn't know you got that stuff already. Brother Andrew, you signed off? Doc, we present you with this lovely gift, and we know you'll be coming and coming and coming, and you will know many people the next trip. Yes. You know a lot now? I do. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Doc, you have someone traveling with you. Right, Doc? Someone traveled with you? Yes. Your mom, right? Yes. Okay. Tammy, come forward. I heard you got your papers as well. Yeah. We thank you for coming along again, and we always look forward to seeing you. And where we see Doc, we see you, so we know Tammy is always in the house. Thank you, Tammy. God bless.
Thank you very much, Brenda.
Okay, there's one other presentation I want to make, and I'm doing this on behalf of our committee member, Alric Smith. Alric told the committee about the BVI High School, the arts class having lost all their art supplies. And so we decided to go out and purchase some of those supplies for the high school for the arts class. Is Karima Solomon in the house? Karima Solomon? Okay, if not, the Minister for Education is here. So I'm going to ask Honorable Walwyn to please come. The list of supplies that we got are said that we needed to get pencils, erasers, sharpeners, 12-inch rulers, glitter, crayons, pencil crayons, markers, white construction paper, colored construction paper, glue sticks, scissors, student scissors, small glue gun, small glue stick, teacher's chalk, poster boards, staples and staplers, and paper clips. And so we went out and we purchased some of that supply. In fact, we were fortunate to have Tammy bring some of that back for us from Atlanta. The box is too heavy for me to bring here to give to you, Honorable, but it's right there on the table. And so we want to present to you, and please accept this on our behalf.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to, of course, recognize the very good persons who are here with us. I was watching you on television up to very late this morning, about 3 a.m. this morning. And then when I woke up this morning, you were still on the television again. So they were probably running a series of House of Pain, and we're very happy that you are able to take the time from your very busy schedule and come here to the Virgin Islands to help us to work with the youth development in the territory. I'd just like to, before I say thank you on behalf of the Elmo Stout High School and the education system, certainly recognize the West End Community Center Committee for what they're doing here for the young people of the Virgin Islands. It's very, very important when you can show young people, not just speak to them, but you can actually show that you care. And I think it goes a long way in motivating them and making sure that they get on the direction that we want them to be on. So I'm going to ask those persons who are here, I'm sure it was done already, but I'm going to ask you please to give a round of applause to the West End Community Center Committee for what they continue to do here. And it's also important that we recognize the sponsors as well for these events. I know a number of posters are around. I know Honorable Andrew Foy is a sponsor. The Honorable Archibald Christian. Charlie, you didn't get my check yet, but it's been processed. So I'm also a sponsor. And you can't do these things without the sponsorship and the support of the business community. So I'm going to ask you as well to give them a round of applause for what they continue to do for you as well here. And then lastly, of course, to thank you on behalf of the Elmo Stout High School for what you've been able to donate to us. And also thank the Rotary Clubs and all the other persons who came out to volunteer with the cleanup of the school. And I was at church the other night and I was saying that sometimes a disaster teaches you things. And you have to decide what the lesson is that you learn from a disaster. And I saw the spirit of the Virgin Islands alive and well right after the floods. We had everybody in at the high school, including Honorable Andrew Foy in his nice shoes. He came in there shoveling some dirt and so on. But everybody came and did what they needed to do to get the school back to normalcy, and that's a very, very good thing. And I want to particularly thank the Rotary clubs, all the clubs, because they were there for a very long time, making sure that things came back to normal. And thank you again very much, Charlie, and the Western Community Center for your donation to the Elmo Stout High School. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Walwyn. And ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of this official program. I just wanted to say something to that gentleman over there in the yellow polo shirt who had that moment with this lovely, beautiful star, Keshia. I can guarantee you that within seconds of you standing up next to her, your photograph went all over the world. And you don't even realize it, you just became a local, international celebrity. So let's give him a round of applause for having the courage to come out and answer those questions and be put on Facebook right away. Famous Facebook.
Well, I think now is the time for the kiddies to run around and have fun.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy the popcorn, the cotton candy, all of that goodies.
The burgers.
Yes. over
fall
there.
down a little bit.
And they're still going to have some entertainment. I understand Mukujumbi is on the way.
Yep.
Steel pan music, and then some.
Yeah.
All
And then we have those lovely book bags to give out to them. And I just want to encourage the parents, once we make the official call for that process to take place, please listen attentively to the instructions, because we have goodies on both sides of the basketball court. We have the vote of thanks by a member of the West End Community Center. Is Sister Brenda? Sister Brenda again, the vote of thanks.
We must say thanks. And we say thanks to several people here on this list. First, Reverend Seymour for bringing the invocation. Nancy and Kurt Richardson from Blue Ocean Enterprises. We thank them very, very, very much, because they're the ones that give us the supplies. Flo, our sponsor this year, we thank you. Bank of Asia, James Stadman Construction, Tropic Isle Development, our photographer, Taps, Morant Ozans, Najiko, the interactors, they're doing the face painting, the Forge Group, the Prince and Princess. You have seen them around somewhere. With the crowns, they're the only ones with the crowns, so you can't miss them. Doc Shaw and Tammy Shaw, Keshia Knight, our guest speaker today, Cheryl, Tracy, and Ella Grace. They're not with us, but Keshia, give them our thanks. The Fort Recovery Resort, we thank them very much. They are our hosts for guests. Kenrico Whitley, we thank you. Brother Andrew Foy, Honorable Foy, we thank you. Honorable Achi and Sophie B., we thank you for doing your job so well. Mr. Who? Our photographer. Oh, we thank you so much. Memories. JTV. And our many, 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 many sponsors, we thank you. We thank the parents and the kids for coming out today. Do enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Thank you.
They said you wouldn't make it so far, and ever since they said it, it's been hard. But never mind the nights you had to cry, 'cause you had never let it go inside. You work real hard and you know exactly what you want and need, so believe, and you can never give up. You can reach your goal.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Nouveau Royale. Absolutely wonderful job.
Okay, let's get the rules clear. The committee has made it clear. And please, listen to the rules. Do not shoot the messenger. All of you know I was shot already. I don't need to be shot again. It's not a good feeling. And if you won the iPad last year, you cannot get it this year. So if you know you won the iPad last year and you have a ticket in your hand, do whatever you think is wise with it so you cannot have it. So we are like parables down in this village. So here is the screens, the case for the iPad. We're getting closer to it. Here are the iPads. There are 2 of them. So we have the iPad here. So you can have a bite of the apple for school. So you can do your assignments. And I know that you'll spend more time doing schoolwork than the social media and them. I just know it. I can almost bet that you're going to spend more time doing the homework than on social media. As a matter of fact, we're going to put a monitor on the iPads to see how much time you spend on the social media versus doing the homework. And I know for sure, that the time doing the homework would far exceed that of the social media. Am I correct? Am I correct? Okay. All right. We're getting closer now to the raffle. So, yeah, Shaq, you have your number? Y'all have your number? All right. I'm waiting and where the tickets to juggle. The pressure is mounting, they're coming up. Oh, the tickets there? Who's coming to help me with the tickets? I'm not putting my hand in there. First thing they'll say is a politician, pull out who you want. So somebody else come pull a ticket. Come, let's go. Where's Sis? Sis? Somebody come assist with the tickets. I see the boxes here. You see them there? No, that's the box too. Okay, wait. No, somebody from the committee, sorry. Not, thank you, but not somebody from the committee, thank you. Thank you, somebody from the committee. So you go right outside the tent. Sister Nancy, you can hold one for now, and one here for now. Okay, the president. The president is now shaking the box. She's shaking it like the liquid medication we talked about earlier. And the winner will not be bitter, but they will be better. He's shaking it. And he's singing while he's shaking it. There's a brown girl in the ring. Tra-la-la-la-la. And we're about to, Sister Nancy, come and take out a number there. Oh, Shian? Oh, we have Shian. Shian, turn your back. Turn your back. Turn your back. All right, one, Shian, one. You're trying to take out a whole handful, only one. All right, now, drum roll. Drum roll, DJ. Last time I checked, that's a rhythm box roll. That's not a drum roll? All right. All right, that's close enough. All right, 5. Turn on the music because some of them don't hear well when they win. 5. That's the first number, not the second. So we're starting now with the number. Listen carefully. 5, 8, 1, 1, 4. Wait, time finish? I hear so much 0. For those who hear 5, 8, 1, 1, 4, 0. For those who hear late, 5, 8, 1, 1, 4, 0. What? Jaquan, we have a winner, Mr. Charles. Let's see, wait. Let me check. Let's check. 5, 8, 1, 1, 5, 0, 5. No, man, it's a 4. Just, he's a winner. Give him a round of applause. And I know that Jaquan is going to spend a lot of time on homework and not on social media. This is my good friend, my point guard. I know that for sure. That's true, right?
Yeah.
All right, he made a promise to me that he'll spend more time on the homework, on the iPad, and less time with social media. Social media have its place, but you use it to help the homework. All right, lift that iPad. Man, you're in shape. Nancy, come a little closer. Beautiful. Congratulations again. All right, this one is finished. Put this in your pants pocket. Don't use it in any other raffle you're going, any other function, please. All right. Drum roll. Drum roll. Rhythm box roll. Rhythm box roll. This is the 24th century. Long ago you hear a drum. Now a rhythm box roll. You're worth every money we didn't pay you. All right. So we have now, Sheann is using some shades so that she doesn't see. And we have it come to us. Okay. All right. This one says, look under the bench where you are, and if you see a ticket, you won. Now you really think we're going to get away iPads so cheap? All right, so now let's get a number. Let's get a real number. 1, 2, 5, 1, 6, 3. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So this is, all right, Mr. Maduro. Let's check now. All right, let's say it in Spanish. 1, 2, 5, 1, 6, 3. So 1, 2, 5, 1, 6, 3. There we go. So you won. You know what? So, yeah, man. Mr. Maduro has won it. And I know that he's going to spend a lot of time on this, doing homework. How does it feel to own a new iPad?
Great.
What are you going to use it to do? What are you going to use it to do?
Study, homework.
You're going to let Mammy use it at any time?
Yes.
No, don't mind how they're yelling saying yes. Are you going to let Mammy use it at any time?
Yes.
Okay, well, you're a bright boy. All right, well, good. Congratulations. All the best from the Western Community Center Committee for this school year. All right, 2 boys. Look at that, 2 boys. That's good. Give them a round of applause. You see the women, they want to applaud the men because they win the iPad. Give the fellows a round of applause. Applause, please. Thank you.
On behalf of the West End Community Center Committee, I want to say a big thank you to everybody who came out. We certainly had a whole numbers of kids who came out to collect the supplies and to hear, more so to hear the guest speaker, Ms. Keshia Pulliam. And in fact, she did a very good job. I think it was yet another successful back-to-school event, and we certainly look forward to next year's event, when no doubt we will have another dynamic, motivational speaker who will come and be with us. I'm going to ask the Vice President, Greg Romney, also to give his take on the event today.
Well, like the President said, it's another successful year. We give thanks to all our sponsors, all our aides that came here. This year we have royalty with us. We have Miss BVI with us. We have also Mr. and Miss Junior BVI with us. So, Charles, it continues to grow and grow, and I don't know where we go from here. The sky is definitely the limit. We give thanks for all, again, that came out, that supported us, that continue to support us. Our next event now would be on Boxing Day, where we do the Christmas party. Again, we expect that we'll have another success there. So, in wrapping up, Charles, Ms. BVI, it was a hot day. The rain was able to hold, and another success. Yeah, thanks. Ms. BVI, say some words for us.
Well, I do want to apologize for my voice because it's gone. But I just want to say hi, BVI, and I hope that we are all good. So I just want to wish all students a successful school year. And I hope that, we all continue the good works from what I've seen here today.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.